Hello, Steve Mills here, the Prudent Marketer, and welcome to this podcast. It's great to be back sharing with you some tried, tested and proven ways in which you can grow your business. Today I've got a thought for you, and that thought is, are you willing to trust the future reputation and credibility and structure of your business? To trust your your life and your family's life and so on and so forth on the word maybe. What do I mean? I mean, if you're looking at your business right now and you're looking where it's going to go over the next year, and you're thinking, well, maybe, we'll have a better year next year than we did last year, then this is absolutely aimed at you. If you're relying on the goodwill of other people to maybe recommend you, and if you're maybe hoping that you'll get more people to your website and one day you'll get a lead from your website, or you'll start getting lots of leads, hopefully, from your website. And perhaps maybe you're thinking, this social media thing, next year I'm going to, do it properly. We've been messing about with it and not really doing it last year, and it's not really won us any business. Then again, this particular podcast is definitely for you. If you're someone that's, not really done any training in sales or marketing, then, maybe now is the time for you to think about that. So basically the message of this podcast is, to turn maybes into shoulds, and turn shoulds into action. I love Tony Robbins, and he has a saying that one of the biggest problems that business owners have is that they should all over themselves. In other words, they should do this, they should do that, they should do the other, and nothing ever gets done. They spend all their time working in the business, doing it, and nothing ever happens in terms of growing the business. So if you think about growing your business, and I know I've said this many times on the podcast, but there are only two ways of creating more profit, which is the purpose of a business. One is to reduce sales, which you can do a little bit of, you can save something somewhere. And the other, the real leverage, the massive potential here is increasing sales. So if you're going to increase sales, then you've got to take action in order to do so. So the question is, what action? Well, if you're going to turn the maybes into shoulds over the next year, then you've got to think about, firstly, assessing really where you are right now. Let's say, for example, you've got a website, you may be doing some email marketing, you're probably, doing a little bit of networking, you might be doing some exhibiting maybe, you're probably going to be winning business from referral and so on and so forth. So you've got, let's say 5 or 6 different things that you're currently doing in your business. The question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being awful and 10 being brilliant, how good are you at each of the things that you're already doing? So how good's your website? And I'm not talking about how nice it looks. I'm talking about how good's your website at lead generation. That's what matters. All these people who will tell you, oh, it's all about brand. Our website's not there for sales. It's just a website for people to have a look at. That's absolute rubbish. That's the biggest cop-out I've ever heard. Why, if you spent loads of money on a website, loads of time getting it right, wouldn't you want to win business from it? And there are 2 keys to that. 1 is traffic, getting people to the site, and 2 is conversion, making sure that your website converts that traffic into leads. We then look at referral, and if your answer is to maybe hope that because you do a good job, then people will continue to refer you, then you're living in the land of hope and not the land of fact. We need to make sure that you've got a referral system that constantly, never-endingly, systematically, and for free, creates leads on an ongoing basis. We then look at this exhibition. If you're doing that, people can spend, sometimes hundreds of thousands of pounds exhibiting. And when I talk to them and say, look, you spent 100 grand last year on exhibiting, tell me, how many leads did you get? They go, well, I don't really know, Steve. I'm not sure. We never really measured it. So you spent 100,000 pounds on something, you have no clue whether it's worked or not. So, you cannot, my message for you, and I hope you're getting this in my passion here, my message for you in the next year, if you want the next year to be better than last year, then you've got to turn the maybes and the shoulds into done and do's. Yeah, it's all about taking action. As Tony Robbins says, to quote him again, massive action produces massive results. A little bit of action produces a little bit of results, and no action, guess what? Produces no results. What an amazing statistic, Steve, I know. But, it is true. If you're going to get lots of action, you're going to get lots of results. And that's what I want to help you to do. I want you to help you to take your marketing to the next level. Now, those of you who know me know basically that we can do three things for you. We can train you. I can teach you what to do. If you want to know how to use LinkedIn, come on our LinkedIn workshop. If you want to know how to use social media or, some software like Infusionsoft, or if you want to know how to get people to your website, come along to one of our internet marketing sessions. We can mentor you. I'm starting a program in January. It's called Results. Go to my website, my stevemills.co website, and have a look at the page called Results. It's a 12-month program of coaching, advice, mentoring, and actually a little bit of bullying to make sure that you take action. The third thing that we do, we call Done For You, and it's exactly as it sounds on the tin. We can do your marketing for you. If you're too busy, you're that busy serving customers, working in your business, you want to outsource your marketing to a company, give us a call and we'll be happy to talk about what we can do, what it's going to cost, and what results you can expect. Maybe the time's not an issue. You've got the time, but you don't fully understand, today's modern marketing and how it's changing and so on and so forth. So if you've got either of those two problems, then, please feel free to get in touch. So step one I'd suggest is assess where you are. 1 being awful, 10 being brilliant, 5 being average, the same as everybody else. And by the way, you don't want to be the same as everybody else, because everybody else are getting poor marketing results. If you're poor at something, or if you're average at something, what sort of rewards do we get in life, in business, and in marketing for being average? Well, I can tell you, it's not average results. It's poor results. It's not quite fair. If you're poor in your marketing, you're probably going to be out of business. If you're average in your marketing, you're probably going to get poor results, just enough to keep the wolves from the door. If you go to a level called excellent, when you're better than most, you're doing okay, you're doing well, in fact, and that's a massive leap from average to excellent, then you get good results. Again, it's not quite fair. You don't get excellent results, you get good results. So, money's coming in and you're getting leads and converting them and so on and so forth, and everything's going great. However, there is another level, and it's just that little bit above excellent, and it's called outstanding. standing. When you stand out in your marketing, that is where all the rewards are. That is where you're going to get all the benefit, and you're going to stand out from your competition. And that's what we need to do. I've got a saying again that I've used for many years. It's called be outstanding by standing out. Standing out from the competition, that's where you want to be. And I'd love to help you to raise your game to that level, so that your marketing, your business, your sales, your systems are truly outstanding and better than anybody else in your industry. So if you're willing to trust, willing to just trust a little bit of time to come and meet me, that's what I'd like to do to start with. Let's meet up, decide if you can work with me, if I can work with you, and then make an intelligent business decision whether we can actually raise your game and improve things to the level called outstanding. So if you want to do that, give me a call. My telephone number is 01256 242 272, or you can contact me on the web at stevemills.co or at theprudentmarketer.com. Thank you ever so much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thank you very much.